pandemic takes its toll on a high street giant. Hello and welcome to 5 News. I'm Sian Williams. 2 million people living in the northeast of England will be placed under stricter lockdown restrictions from midnight to stop the spread of COVID. They're being urged not to socialise with other households or use peak time travel. And there's a 10 o'clock curfew for pubs and restaurants. The areas affected are Northumberland, North Tyneside, South Tyneside, Newcastle upon Tyne, Gateshead, Sunderland and County Durham. Their councils had written to the government calling for action because of a worrying rise in cases. But while they may be relieved, people working in hospitality are extremely concerned, as Peter Lane has been finding out. Well, the last few days have seen increasing levels of frustration across the UK over the government's test and trace system. And today, the woman at the head of it was grilled by a committee of MPs who wanted to know why there weren't enough COVID tests available. Baroness Harding said requests for tests for children had more than doubled. She's promised 500,000 tests a day by the end of the month. Our health correspondent, Catherine Jones, reports. Today, the Health Secretary announced a number of measures to help, including more money for emergency departments and care homes. Our political editor, Andy Bell, joins me now from Westminster. Andy, remind us, what did he have to say? The US presidential candidate Joe Biden has warned the British government about making the Northern Ireland peace deal what he called a casualty of Brexit. Mr. Biden, first time in nearly 70 years, John Lewis has announced it's scrapping annual bonuses for all its staff. It follows an announcement by the department store group that it's lost hundreds of millions of pounds this year. Danny Sinha joins me now. And Danny, the coronavirus crisis has hit high streets hard, and we're seeing that in John Lewis.
Absolutely. A sign of the times, I'm afraid, that all retailers have got to tighten their belt due to that pandemic. The figures really do speak for themselves. 600...
Coming up on 5 News. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back. For people who lost loved ones in the Manchester Arena attack 2.5 years ago, this week has been a chance for them to share their memories of them. They've included recollections of happier times, also a few regrets. But as Layla Hayes reports, one thread that connects all the stories is love. Today, but in a very different style to usual, there'll be no celebrity-lined front rows or glitzy parties. Instead, almost all of it is happening online. Industry experts say the coronavirus crisis is expected to set the sector back a decade in terms of sales and could take years to recover. Jessica Savage reports. She achieved her dream of walking her little sister to school. Amelia Rose Walton had been told she would spend her life in a wheelchair, but thanks to pioneering surgery, she's taking huge steps forward with her little sister firmly by her side. As Simon Vigar reports.
Well, Sian, so good to have you back in the studio. I kind of missed this. Good to have you back.
Nice to be here.
First up, we are going to be talking about the mighty.
Great, look forward to that. Thank you very much. See you again. That's it for now. Claire Nazir has the weather for you next, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.